Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here with me today. We're making time for your practice. So we will make our way to our mat, and you can bring with you anything you want for your practice. I will ask for you to grab some sort of blanket or pillow, or if you have a bolster at home that you can work with, to grab that. And I'm going to offer a restorative pose to start this morning, or whatever time you're watching this class. So we'll start with that. So you'll take your blanket or bolster or pillow, whatever you have around you, and I'll give you a couple of different options, okay? You could roll up your blanket and place it long ways on your mat and lie back straight onto this. So your spine would line up with the blanket, and then your legs can extend out in front of you, or you could bring soles of the feet together. That's option one. Option two is to take the rolled up blanket, bolster, pillow, whatever you've got, place it underneath of your knees. So you give a slight bend in the knees and outward extension of the feet. And then again, you'd lie all the way back. And then the third and final option is to take your rolled up blanket and you would place it underneath your neck. And you could do that with a pillow just to give a little bit more opening across the chest and in the shoulders. And then you could take your legs in any shape that you wish. So really yogi's choice to start our practice today. Find, the comfortable shape that allows you to release into your body, to begin to drop out of your mind and into the physical space of your being, your body. So once you've selected your restorative shape, you can soften your eyes, or you can close your eyes completely if that feels okay. And if you're working with the blanket underneath your neck or under your spine, lots of different options with your legs, right? So you could bring soles of the feet together. You could even cross your ankles. This is a reclined Sukhasana pose. So work with, all those different options, and don't be afraid to move around for a minute to give yourself that time to really settle in, to drop in. Good. So I'm going to give you about 3 minutes in your restorative pose. And the invitation again and again is just to drop out of your mind into your body. And to start to notice sensations of your physical being. And sometimes we think that sensations of the physical body are bad, right? It's, a limitation of ourselves, when truly it's just information. And it's just an opportunity for you to say, like, oh, hey, body, there you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And the way that we can deal with sensations of the body is through breath. So deepen your inhale, fill up your belly, your ribs, your chest. As you exhale, chest, ribs, belly fall back down. Three-part yogic breathing as you lie in your restorative pose for about 1 more minute. Set yourself free from limitations you've placed on yourself. Sometimes in life, we may begin thinking the best part is over. I've done my best work, had my best time. What could be left? That kind of thinking limits us. We don't have to limit ourselves, life, or the universe. Open to all the journey holds. The universe is abundant. You're ready to be healed, calmed, empowered. You are ready to partake of the banquet of life again and again. You're ready to take your place in new creative experiences. There are many places still to see, soulmates yet to meet, lessons yet to be learned, joys to be experienced. Transcend your limitations. Open your mind and heart to all that lies ahead. Call it to you often in the quietness of your heart by believing what is true. The best is yet to come. And so today with our practice, we will work with transcending our limitations of the physical body by staying connected to breath, using the breath to find strength, to find space, to find peace. Good. Take one more deep breath in wherever you are. And then as you exhale, you slowly start to make your way out of your restorative pose. So roll over to one side for a moment and just pause in a fetal position on one side. Pause there and take a breath. Good. And then as you exhale, start to make your way up. And you'll just make yourself about midway on your mat. All right. Extend your right leg out and have your left foot in. Your left foot will line up with the inseam of your right leg. This is Janu Sirsasana pose. So take a moment to connect with your feet. So move your flesh away. Start to flex through your right foot. As you do that, you should feel engagement of your right leg. Muscle starts to hug to the bone. Good. And then take your hands, frame your right leg, and turn your heart to point towards your flexed toes. And then just start to walk your hands forward. If you have a strap or a belt or something that you use at home for your practice, you're welcome to grab that now and wrap it around your right foot. Otherwise, you can just let your hands rest onto your shin, or you could hold on to your foot. I don't want you to collapse down towards your legs. So whichever option you're choosing this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're practicing, choose openness in the chest. So keep the chest open so that we can have access to that breath that gives us space, allows us to transcend the pose, right? So as it feels a little tight when you start, use your breath to breathe into those spaces that feel contracted. Good. So my right side's always super tight. I like to put a little bend in my knee. You could do that as well. Good. We'll stay here for 2 more breaths. Good. Start to rise up out of your Janu Sirsasana pose. Your left hand will find the ground, the mat behind you. So start to press into your left hand and your right heel. You'll lift your hips up, start to arch your body over. I'm running into the wall here, but you can reach your right arm way up overhead. Feel a nice side stretch in your right side body. Good. Inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly come down. Good. Keep your right leg extended. You'll take your left foot and cross it over your right leg. So you might be I'm a little off my mat here, but you want your left foot onto the ground. Hug your left knee in. Your left hand will come behind you. So take an inhale to lengthen your spine first, and then an exhale to twist over your left shoulder. Try to keep your seat evenly rooted here. So you don't want your left hip to be up off the mat. Good, one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come back through center and you'll extend your left leg out and bring the sole of your right foot in. So your right foot is at the inseam of your left leg. Good. Once again, find rootedness in your seat, move the flesh away. Take your hands, frame your left leg, and spin your heart to face your flexed toes. And then slowly walk your hands forward. Good. And again, you can have a little bend in your left knee. You could use a strap or a belt if you have one at home. You could have your hands just rest on your shin, or perhaps you hold on to your foot. So my left and right side are clearly very different. It's much easier for me on my left side. You might notice some differences in that too. And again, these aren't limitations. It's just information about the body, right? And so we use the breath to transcend those spaces that feel tight. Good. 2 more deep breaths here. Remember to keep your chest and your heart nice and open. Good. On your next inhale, slowly begin to rise up. Good. Right hand comes behind you. Press into your right hand and your left heel. Lift your hips up overhead. And again, you'll arc the left side of your body. Feel a nice side body stretch. Inhale. And then exhale, come back down. Good. Take your right foot over your left thigh. You might need to wiggle your seat a little bit to even it out. Hug your right knee in. Right hand comes behind you and twist over your right shoulder. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath in. And then exhale, come back through center. Good. We'll meet at the middle of our mat with soles of the mat, even in your seat. Good. Hands come to your shins, and I want you to slowly begin to lean back into your back body as you drop your chin to your chest. You really round the spine here, think cat shape. Good. And then as you breathe in, reach your heart forward. Draw your elbows into the side, towards the sides of your waist. As you reach your heart forward and your shoulder blades slide onto your back. Good. And then you're going to round into your cat shape. So just think cat-cow here, just from a different perspective. You might not come as deep into the shapes as you normally do in a tabletop. Again, not a limitation, just information. And just use the breath to really explore this, feel it in a different way than perhaps you normally do. Good. The next time you come into your cat shape, just stay there for a moment, breathe all the air out. And then come up to a neutral spine, cross your ankles, find a seat. Nice, easy seat here. Hands can rest onto your thighs. And we'll do a couple neck rolls before we come up for sun salutations. So drop your right shoulder towards your right ear, and then chin to your chest, and then left shoulder to left ear. And then crown of the head falls back. Right ear to right shoulder. Just keep moving through. You can always linger in any spot that feels like it needs an extra breath. Like it needs extra space, more time, more care. It's so funny how that when we find that in the body, our ego says to us, oh, like, why is your neck so tight? You must be stressed out, or what's that from? What's that about? And it's like, well, it's not about anything, right? It's just information. Just your body telling you what you need. Like, oh, hey, your neck and your shoulders need a little love today. That's all. Good. Wherever you are, reverse the rotation, start to go the other way. Good. Do one more big circle. And then let your chin linger at your chest for a moment. Take a deep breath into the back of your neck. Well, then as you exhale, let your head float up. Nice. Roll over your knees. We're going to come right to step to the front of our mat. You're just going to make your way into a forward fold at the top of your mat. Good. Come up halfway, hands to your shins, find some space. And then exhale, release into your fold. Bend your knees here, drop your head. Drop your arms, let your arms be heavy. Good, and then interlace your fingers and bring your hands to the back of your head, not your neck, but the back of your head. Your thumbs can land at the sides of your neck. And just use this as an extra, little weightedness so that we can really stretch out the back body. You can sway or be still. And sometimes I like to take my thumbs while my hands are like this and rub the sides of my neck. I do a little bit of like self massage, even up into the back of my ears. Good. Take one more breath wherever you are. And then as you exhale, release your hands. Slowly roll up your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Arms reach up towards the sky. And then exhale, hands down to your heart. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Then exhale to dive forward, forward fold. Good. Inhale up halfway. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Good. Land in your plank, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Good. Untuck your toes, press up, baby cobra. And exhale to lower back down. Good. Inhale up and back to downward facing dog. Take a moment here to just explore. So you can pedal your heels, shake your hips side to side, move your head. And notice what sensations come up in your first downward facing dog. Remind yourself to breathe into those spaces, those messages, that information. Good. On your next inhale, look forward. Walk, step, or hop, make your way to the top. Inhale up halfway. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, roll up your spine. And exhale, hands down to your heart. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale to dive forward. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Drop your left knee down. Untuck your toes. And then take your arms up for Anjaneyasana. Good. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. One more inhale. As you exhale, hands come down. Good. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, step back to your plank. You can move through a vinyasa here or go right back to downward facing dog. We'll all meet in downward facing dog together. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, look forward, walk, step, or hop, make your way to the top. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, we fold. Good. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Drop your right knee down, Anjaneyasana. Arms reach up. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down. Tuck your right toes under, lift your knee, step your left foot back, plank pose. Good. Vinyasa here or right back to downward facing dog. We'll meet in downward facing dog together. Good. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to walk, step or hop. Inhale up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. Good. We'll do one more round on each side. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Drop your left knee down. Untuck your toes. Arms rise. Anjaneyasana. Breathe. And one more inhale. And exhale, hands come down. Find your plank pose and then your vinyasa there. Or come with me straight back to downward facing dog. You meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Good. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to walk, step or hop. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Drop your right knee down. Anjaneyasana. Arms rise. Breathe in. Breathe out. And one more inhale. And exhale, hands float down. Find your plank and your vinyasa from there, or again, come with me, downward facing dog. So I'm listening to the sensations of my own body today, noticing that I need to skip the vinyasa part of the practice. And I encourage you to do the same if you need to, when you need to, not just with this class, but with any class. It's not a limitation. It's just information. Good. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to walk, step or hop. Make your way to the top. Inhale up halfway. And exhale to fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Interlace your fingers here. Place them over your heart space. Elbows rest to the sides of your body. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just feel into your heart space. Feel the beat of your heart, the rise and fall of your breath. Good. One more deep breath in here. Good. As you exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Tadasana pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Low runner's lunge. Left hand plants. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, your right hand up overhead. The right hand finds the mat. Step your left foot forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. and then down by your sides. Good, we'll do that on the left. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, right foot steps back. Good, keep the knee lifted this time. So right hand plants, left arm reaches up. Good, left hand reaches up overhead and then finds the mat. Good, right foot steps forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart, and then down by your sides. Good, we'll continue to add on. So inhale, arms rise. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Step your left foot back. Left hand plants, right arm reaches up towards the sky. Deep breath in. As you exhale, right hand reaches up overhead. And then your right hand finds the mat and you start to crawl over to the left. Good. So you'll parallel your feet and find yourself in a wide leg forward fold. Good. Take a moment to come up halfway, reach your heart forward, and then an exhale to fold into the post. And you can leave your hands on the mat here. You could bring your hands to your calves. You could take a yogi toe grip. You can keep a soft bend in your knees here if you have a lot of sensation that's bubbling up to the surface. Really release your head, shake it yes and no. And breathe into what appears to be limitation, what appears as maybe tightness in your hips or your hamstrings. And notice how it shifts, how it becomes so much softer when we see it as just information. And the potency of our breath is so much stronger than the limitations of our body. Good, one more deep breath in here. As you exhale, release your grip or your hold wherever you had your hands. Good. Bring your hands to the mat or the floor. Bend your knees nice and soft, okay? So we come up in a nice, slow, supportive stance. You can even shorten your stance if that feels more supportive as you come up. So as you rise up, hands to hips, nice flat back will stand up together. Good. And then turn your right toes to face the front edge of your mat. Bend into your front knee for warrior two. And then notice if you need to, again, move your stance in any way. Just make sure you've got that heel to arch alignment with your feet. Bend into your front knee and take your gaze over your right middle finger. Good. Flip your front palm and revolve, reach back. And then exhale into side angle, forearm to thigh. Top arm reaches up overhead. Good. Two more like that. Inhale to come up and revolve. Exhale to find side angle. Good. One more time. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come forward and we stay. Option to take a half bind with your top arm this time. You can wrap it around your low back. Open your left shoulder. You can have your gaze down to the floor or up to the ceiling, whatever feels comfortable for your neck. Good. One more deep breath in and out. Good. On your next inhale, rise up, reverse your warrior two, and then straighten out your front leg. Good. And then start to reach forward for triangle pose. Right hand lowers down, left hand reaches up. Good. One more breath in here. And then as you exhale, begin to rise up. Sink into warrior two. Inhale to revolve. Exhale to cartwheel your hands all the way down. Step back to plank. Find your vinyasa or straight back to downward facing dog. Good. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, look forward, walk, step, or hop, make your way to the top. Good. Inhale up halfway. And exhale to fold. Good. Inhale to rise up, arms reach. Exhale, hands to your heart. Down by your side. Good. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, we fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale to plant your hands, step your right foot back. Right hand plants, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Good, low revolved lunge. Good, one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, left hand finds the ground and you start to walk your hands over to the right. You find yourself again in a wide leg forward fold. Good. Land on fingertips, come up halfway, find some space in your spine. And then exhale, release the crown of your head. Good. And take any hand variation in your wide leg forward fold that you like. So hands can come to your calves, ankles, yogi toe grip. Release the weight of your head. Shake it yes, shake it no. And notice how it feels second time around. Maybe that limitation you thought you had is a little bit less, or the body is not as loud this time. And breathe into the spaces that feel tight or constricted. Remember that the potency of your breath is stronger than the limitations of your body. Good. One more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, release whatever hold you have. Good. Come up onto your fingertips. You can shorten your stance a little bit. Things that help to come up a little bit more safely, right? We don't want to rise up too fast or get a head rush. So hands to hips and then slowly begin to stand up. Good. Turn your left toes to face forward. Find warrior two now. And again, you can shift your feet around as you need to. You want that heel to arch alignment. Bend into your front knee. Good. Flip your front palm and revolve. Reach back. And then exhale into side angle pose. Good. Inhale to come up and revolve. Exhale, side angle. Good. One more time. Inhale to come up. And exhale to side angle and we stay. Option to take your right arm at your low back for a half bind. And perhaps you take your gaze up towards the sky. One more deep breath in. Full breath out. And then on your next inhale, begin to rise up, reverse your warrior two, straighten out your front leg, and then start to reach forward for triangle pose. Stay for one more breath. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, come up, find warrior two. Good. Inhale to revolve. Exhale to cartwheel your hands all the way down. You'll find your plank pose and then your vinyasa, or you can come straight back to downward facing dog. Good. We'll meet in downward facing dog together and then bring your knees down to the mat for child's pose. You can have knees together, knees apart. Release the weight of your body into your mat and take a moment to really breathe into your back body. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, begin to rise up. Good. Make your way into downward facing dog. Take an inhale. As you exhale, will come forward. Step, hop. Make your way to the top of your mat. Good. Inhale up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we rise, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart, and then down by your side. Nice. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale to fold. Good. Inhale up halfway. Exhale to plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Low revolved lunge, right away. Right arm reaches up. Good. Exhale, right hand floats down. Walk your hands over to the left. Wide leg forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale to fold. Good. Inhale, bend your knees, hands to hips. Slowly stand up. Exhale into warrior two. Good. Inhale to revolve. Exhale to side angle pose. Half bind option. Take an inhale here. And exhale to stay. And inhale to rise and reverse. Straighten out your front leg. Reach back. Good. Reach forward. Triangle pose. One deep breath in. As you exhale, rise up. Find warrior two. Inhale to revolve. Exhale to cartwheel your hands all the way down to frame your right foot. Find a standing split or half moon pose. You can always use a block for both or either, whichever option you choose. Blocks are not limitations. There are opportunities to find space. Take one more breath wherever you are. And as you exhale, left foot meets your right. Find yourself in a forward fold at the top of your mat. Good. Inhale up halfway. Exhale into Padangusthasana. So peace fingers find your big toes. Come up a little bit so you can hug your navel in towards your spine. Reach your heart towards the ground. Let your belly rest onto your thighs. Feet are inner hips distance apart, about 6 inches. And then fold. Release the crown of your head towards the earth. Roll up. Your peace fingers are wrapped around your big toe, right? And you're pulling your big toe off the mat. And at the same time, your big toe is pushing your peace fingers down to the ground. So this action, it's like a hook, right? Helps us exceed the limitation of this pose, right? Breathe into the back of your body. Inhale. And exhale, release. Nice job. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, move through a vinyasa, or you can come right to downward facing dog. We'll all meet in downward facing dog together. Take a big breath in and sigh the breath out. Good. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to walk, step, or hop. Make your way to the top of your mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we rise, arms reach. Exhale, hands to heart, and then down by your side. Last flow. Here we go. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, right foot steps back. Right hand plants, left arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand floats down, start to crawl around so you find your wide leg forward fold on the other side. Good. Inhale up onto your fingertips. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to hips, slowly rise up. Good. Warrior two, left toes point forward. Inhale to revolve. Exhale to side angle. Good. Inhale to revolve. Exhale to side angle. We stay. Find that half bind. Open your chest and your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, rise up, reverse. Straighten out your front leg. Reach forward, triangle pose. Good. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to revolve. Exhale to cartwheel your hands down to frame off your left foot. And then you kick off. You can find a standing split or you can find half moon. You can use a block for either of those. Good. Take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly come out. And find a forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale up halfway. Exhale to fold. Deepen the bend in your knees this time, a little bit more than you did the last time. Belly's right on the thighs. Slide your hands underneath your feet. Toes come up to your wrist creases. Drop the crown of your head. Really breathe into the back of your body. Breathe into any limitation that you might be feeling in this pose. Good, and then exhale, release your hands from underneath of you. Good, start to slowly roll up your spine one vertebrae at a time. Do a big shoulder roll when you get to the top. Shoulders come up to your ears and then down your back. Good, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Feel into your heart space, your heartbeat, your breath. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, release your hands by your sides, blink your eyes open. Inhale, we reach our arms up. Exhale, we fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, and lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Good. Come up into Sphinx pose. So forearms are on the mat, shoulder distance apart. So take your hands and bring them to your elbows. Your fingertips should be at the outer edge of your elbows. So if they're not, you might need to wiggle your arms either closer together or further apart. And then take your your forearms back out in front of you. Spread your fingers really wide. Good. Lift your right foot up off the mat and then lower it back down and press into the top of your foot. You feel your leg engage, and then do that on the left. So lift your left foot up, drop your left foot down, press into the top of your left foot. Keep all of that. Start to drag your hands back. They won't go anywhere because they're on your mat as you reach your heart forward. You begin to press into the mat with your pelvis, might give you a little bit of an extra lift. And if this is too much, you can come down a little bit, or you could just take a baby cobra pose instead. So if the limitation in the pose or any pose becomes pain, then, well, that's a message we need to listen to right away. Modify as you need to. Good. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come down a little bit so you can bring your hands underneath your shoulders and push up and back to a puppy pose. So hips come up high, arms extend out, forehead comes down. Good. Take 2 more breaths here. Good. On your next inhale, come up a little bit for thread the needle. You'll slide your right arm underneath your left. You come onto the right side of your face. Good. Begin to come out and switch sides. Right hand comes out, left arm slides underneath your right. You come onto the left side of your face. Now begin to come out. Make your way into a child's pose. Stack up your hands, rest your forehead down. Breathe into the back of your body, your low back, middle back, upper back. As you exhale, release the weight of your body, the weight of your thoughts a little bit more. And inhale up the back of your body. And exhale to get a little bit heavier, more weighted in your bones, less active in your thoughts. Good. One more inhale up the back of your body. Exhale, the front of your body gets heavier. Good. Inhale to rise up. And exhale to make your way onto your back. So I'll give some options with a block today, and then also ending with another restorative pose using our rolled up blanket or pillow or bolster, whatever you had at the beginning. Good. So come on to your back. Move into bridge pose right away. So if you're coming into an active bridge pose, plant your arms beside you, press into your feet to lift your hips up. And you can just be right here, and you can come in and out as many times as you need to. And if you are coming with me, you'll find a restorative bridge pose. So place the block underneath your sacrum and then release your arms by your sides, and you flip your palms up. So that's a big difference. Okay, so for an active bridge, arms are down, palms are down, arms are active, okay? In restorative bridge, you can let that go. You can bring more of the weight into your shoulders and your shoulder blades and let the arms and hands be relaxed. So choose whatever option feels good to you today. We'll take about 5 more breaths here. Good. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, if you're in a restorative bridge, flip your block so that it's at its lowest setting. If you were doing an active bridge, just come all the way down. And you're welcome to join us in this supported shoulder stand, or if you'd like a different inversion today. In my classes, I like to open it up for inversion time. You could do legs up the wall. You could come into dead bug pose, shoulder stand. This is a supportive shoulder stand that I'll demo. So your sacrum is still in the block, the same spot that it was for our restorative bridge. And you just take your feet up straight up to the ceiling. Let your feet be relaxed. And then you could add on your hands, raise your hands up towards the ceiling. Again, hands are relaxed. Good. Take one more deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, slowly lower your feet down. If you're on a block, you'll just press up off the block. And then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Good. And then let your knees fall over to the right for a supine twist. The left arm comes out. Send your gaze over your left hand. Take one more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, begin to come back through center. Good. Let your knees fall over to the other side. You might need to bump your hips to the right a little bit. Release your right arm out. Take your gaze over your right hand. Good. One more deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, come back through center. Good. Find a happy baby pose. You can hold on to the back of your thighs, your calves, your feet. You can sway, you can be still. Good. And then for Shavasana, option to come back to that restorative pose that you did at the beginning, or perhaps you need something else this time. So you would use your rolled up blanket either underneath your neck or underneath your knees or along your spine. So yeah, you can take any of those options on your back. Take a moment to get comfortable, and then once you find that restorative spot on your mat, you can just close your eyes or soften your gaze. Set yourself free from limitations. Limitations you have placed on yourself. Sometimes in life, we may begin thinking the best part is over. I've done my best work, had my best time. What could be left? That kind of thinking limits us. We don't have to limit ourselves, life, or the universe. Open to all the journey holds. The universe is abundant. You are ready to be healed, calmed, empowered. You are ready to partake of the banquet of life again and again. You are ready to take your place in new creative experiences. There are many places still to see, soulmates yet to meet, lessons yet to be learned, joys to be experienced. Transcend your limitations. Open your mind and heart to all that lies ahead. Call it to you often in the quietness of your heart by believing what is true. The best is yet to come. And take a deep breath in. As you exhale, make your way over to one side and up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands down to your heart. Bow your chin to your chest. We pause in a moment of gratitude for our practice, gratitude for this space and time to be together, gratitude for the potency of our breath that far surpasses the limitations of our bodies. Whatever your personal intention was for today, take it with you for the rest of your day, into your week. And I thank you for sharing your practice with me. Until I see you again, namaste. Thank you so much for being here with me, for making time to be on your mat, most importantly. And have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.